Alright, RXD part 2. Please make sure you go ahead and watch the NC HIIT video before you watch the NCX video. There's some good stuff in there for you guys, as well as you can decide if you want to do that workout or this workout. This one's a little bit different in the sense that we have our strength portion and we have our conditioning portion. So the strength for today is going to be a dumbbell sumo deadlift using a tempo. And I understand that we may not have all the weights that we want. So if you're a strong guy but you only got like 20-pound dumbbells and you need a lot of weight in order to make this movement effective, and you can reverse that too. Let's say you have too heavy of a dumbbell but you need a little bit lighter, maybe only grab one for this. What we can do with this movement is manipulate how much time we have under tension. So we have a recommended tempo of doing 3 seconds on the way down for the deadlift. But we can make that much longer and make it feel like it's being a lot heavier. So I want to take you guys through our sumo deadlift. We're going to pick our stance that's just going to be outside of our normal squat stance. Toes are to the outside. You guys have been practicing this a lot lately and you guys have been awesome. Remember, we're going to stick the hips back. Shins are going to be vertical, pretty similar to what we've been doing with most of our other movements. I'm going to take a hold of my dumbbells. I only need to touch one head of the dumbbell to the ground. Shoulders pinned back towards my pockets and stand through. With this movement, I want to see how well can you push into the ground. So I'm really thinking about just driving my heels and my toes into the ground, and then as a result, my legs extend, and as a result, I stand up, which is just what we're trying to do. At the top, I'm still holding neutral. There's no need to change my grip in any way. I know it feels funky standing like this. That's okay because we're going to go back down. When I go back down, I want to send my hips back just as I came up. My knees are going to go to the outside. As soon as I get past about mid-shin, I can start to sit my hips low again. And then I touch, and I squeeze back up. So I only want to see slow on the way down. Again, you can manipulate the tempo as much as you want. 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. It would be really difficult, but I think difficult is what we want right now. So fast on the way up, slow on the way down. That is our dumbbell sumo deadlift. We have 5 sets of 10 of those. Take as much time as you need in between so that you can perform each set to the best of your ability. After that, again, take as much time as you need to work into your next part of your workout, which is going to be 3 sets, 4 time, 25 dumbbell deadlifts, 30 sit-ups, and 30 walking lunges. You get a minute and 30 rest in between those sets. So because we get that rest, it's going to encourage us to go a little bit faster, maybe even unbroken with our rep schemes, because we get that reward at the end. And we want to see how well we can make those times, each time consistent. So if I get 3 minutes on the first round, then I want 3 minutes on the next round, or even faster. We want to try not to see any bit of a drop off. The dumbbell deadlift, you guys can choose to continue doing a sumo, or you can do our conventional style. Just know that when we do our conventional style, especially with a dumbbell, it extends that range of motion. So if we already have a pretty difficult time getting into our conventional deadlift stance with a barbell, think I have to reach even lower. So it's going to put me more at risk to start in a just more rounded position. Not to say that that's bad, but we just can't produce power out of there. So in this case, it's also not going to be safe for this movement. So I would recommend that if we don't have the ability to do that, let's go back and practice your sumos some more. But for our people that can, I'll still keep it just one head of the dumbbell touches the ground for you guys. I want to see how well can I bend from the hips. So I'm going to reach. Right about here for me is where I can get before I might start to fold my shoulders. So what I can do is just bend from the knee a little bit more. And it's actually like a very narrow squat stance. It's going to also allow me to push from the toe to stand up, which is going to be a different feeling for you guys, which I like for you guys because we don't happen to train that way too often. So that's another option that you guys can look into. I just covered the sit-ups for you guys. I'd like to see that butterfly style sit-up where you touch behind you and then you touch your feet in front of you. And the walking lunge, slightly different from the just forward in place lunges. Make sure you have some room. I'm going to see, as always, how well can you guys get to this 90-degree stance. But then as we travel forward, this back leg is what's doing all the work. So I need to propel myself into the next one. I want you guys to notice the difference between a lunge like this and then a lunge like this. I know it seems simple, all I did was stop, but what you did is you took away all that not necessarily momentum, but you propelled yourself forward and you stopped yourself in the middle. It is a walking lunge, so I want to keep myself going. Please make sure that you do stand up all the way, but don't stop yourself in the middle of the movement. 3 things, super simple, 3 sets, large number sets. So we want to find a way to do our deadlifts in a fashion that are going to be unbroken, or at least when I break them up, it's because it's smart, not because I've done 23 reps and I'm too tired that I can't even do 2 more reps just to meet my 25. I should pick a weight that's going to allow me to move through this with a ton of confidence. And that's the only thing that is loaded in this, otherwise it is sit-ups and walking lunges. So again, I like both of these workouts for you guys. I think it'll be good. And again, if you have any questions, reach out to any of us coaches.